Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Sean. Welcome back to another YouTube video. And today I'm going to bring to you guys a new archetype that come in info, and I think that it's going to be one of the best strategies going forward into the info format. So this is Whitewood Centurion. So let's take a look at what the deck can do, shall we? First, the starters, we have 3 Stellar. Best card of the deck. It is the normal summon of the deck, and basically this card and any spell and trap in hand allows you to basically play through the entire thing. So starting off with this card is really crucial. Also, this card doesn't restrict you to summon only spellcaster, Whitewood spellcaster, but any light spellcaster. So theoretically, you can summon any light spellcaster with this card as long as you have a spell and trap to discard from the hand, which is really good. Along with that, we have 3 LZ, another starter in the deck along with Asteria, but this card requires a discard from hand as well. So this and his spells also start with combo. We play 2 Sylvie and then the 1 Rusia. So you play 2 Sylvie because you want the grind game and then the 1 Rusia because this card, you still play this card, but it's not as necessary. Multiple of this will be kind of breaking your hand. So this is all the White Forest monsters that you realistically want to play. And along with that, you play 1 Tails and 1 Woes to round out the deck, the white Forest engine. Next is the toy engine. We play 3 toy soldier, 1 tank, and 3 toy box. So the reason why you want to play these engine is because toy soldier and toy tank can set themselves in the back row just like the artifact card does. However, what it can do is basically summon themselves when they are sent to the graveyard. So Asteria and Toy Soldier in hand is basically a full combo plus more bodies for you, which creates synergy for you to be able to put up multiple synchro monsters on the board and allows you to push the boards really easy. So that is basically the entire toy engine as a form of sending and extra bodies you can use on the field. Last is the Centurion cards, 1 Primera, 1 Trudea, 1 Gargoyle, and 1 stand-up Centurion. So the reason these are all mandatory, you don't have to play Gargoyle, but having the Gargoyle feels really good in situation that when you have Trudea, Gargoyle will help you extend further if, let's say, Primera gets disrupted. So it's really good to have these 4 together. These are all really realistically needed for the Centurion package as well. So that's it for the Centurion cards. And then last but not least, 3 Prosperity for extra consistency in the deck to be able to dig out of your witches. Non-engines, 3 Ash, 3 Veiler. So fun thing about this deck is that Veiler is searchable in this deck because Asteria and Asteria can search affect Veiler during your opponent's turn, which is really cool. If you miss an extra negate in this deck, so some deck variants only play 1 Veiler, but I like to play multiple because Veiler is just a really good card in terms of like beating your opponent board, just out hand trap them. 3 Ogre for the 10-5 matchup. For all the miscellaneous matchups, it has like a face up board, back row, 2 Nip, 2 Nip for like in general a good hand trap because people are not respecting this card. They're cycling out the Nib, so using the Nib on somebody that does not suspect you to play Nib, it just feels really good. And then last but not least, we play 3 Imperm for the, and then the last one is the Silhouette Trick because I played the Silhouette Rabbit. So what the Silhouette Trick does is basically you have 2 bodies on the field. You link 2 into the Silhouette Rabbit, and Silhouette Rabbit effect will set the Silhouette Trick from the deck to the field. And then when you activate this card, you summon a illusion monster. And when this card is special summon, you negate card effects on your opponent's field up to the amount of illusion monster you control. And this deck has a lot of illusion monster in the extra deck, along with the Silhouette Rabbit, and this is also count as a illusion to be able to negate 2 cards your opponent have. So that's why I played this engine, and also it helps you in situations where you cannot respond to certain board state that you have to make the Silhouette Rabbit, or if your opponent hand traps you, and then the last thing you want to do is either that or SP, whichever one you feel like is better. Extra deck. You play 1 Diabell, Queen of the White Forest, 1 Arciela, and 1 Severa. So you need all 3. You only really need 1 of all of each because the way that this deck works, especially with Rusia and Severa, is that they both recycle these synchros back into your extra deck, and it's a quick effect during your opponent's turn, so you can resynchro them again and be able to continuously play during your opponent's turn, which is like what makes this deck so scary, is that its recycling ability and the ability to play during your opponent's turn is really good. Rusia allows you to set basically search any White Woods card from your deck to your hand, or any light spellcaster monster. So you can literally search anything. And then Diabell, when you synchro summon this card, you add any spell or trap from graveyard to the hand. So this card is the reason why the runic variant of this deck is also really strong, because this can add back your runic spell engrave, as well as Imperm and other cards that you need from grave. And then Silvera is the Book of Moon for the deck. So you make this to your opponent's turn and you Book of Moon their entire board. Centurion cards. Centurion package. 1 Legacia, 1 Auxilla, 1 Cosmic Blazar, 1 Calamity, and the 1 Crimson Dragon that I have to return back, but this is Crimson Dragon. So basically standard Centurion cards. If you know the Centurion combo, so basically what you can do is that Astella. So the combo, you can start with Astella, and Astella pitch any white spell and trap from hand. Ideally, the Whitewood spell trap or Toy Soldier. You special summon Primera from the deck, and because Primera, the good thing about Primera is that Primera is a light spellcaster monster that can be special summoned off of the Astella. So that's really important as well, that you can access the Centurion engine that way, and along with be able to basically calamity lock your opponent. It also have the option to go to Blazar and other stuff to basically combat like Nibiru and all sorts of that stuff. And then last but not least, for the synchros, I have 1 Chaos Angel, 1 Chaos Angel. Really, this deck is all light and dark, all mostly light, so just play Chaos Angel. It's free. 1 Omega, because hand loop is great. You can make this card in situations where you don't need to make Diabell and just get a free hand rip. And then the nice little addition in info, Zapper Shrimp. So what Zapper Shrimp does is that it's a synchro tuner level 2 that you can summon off of Diabell's effect. So Diabell's effect during your opponent's turn is that when your opponent activates a card or effect, it's a quick effect. You can send a spell or trap from your hand and field to your graveyard, just like any other White Forest cards. To special summon a level 7 or lower tuner synchro monster from the extra deck or the graveyard. So you can use the Abel's effect here to summon the Zapper Shrimp. And Zapper Shrimp's effect, send a card from your hand or field to the graveyard. Which, if you play this is why you play the toy engine along with it. It's because you can set the toy cards as set with toy box and toy tank to basically pop a back row. And then Zapper Shrimp is a once per chain. During your opponent's main phase, quick synchro summon into using this card as a material. So basically, you end on Diabel, and then if you end on Diabel, you have options to either go for the Zapper Shrimp, which is a level 2 tuner, to go into Chaos Angel during your opponent's turn to banish a card your opponent's control, or you can go into the Silvera to Book of Moon your opponent's entire board, which is also another option. So sometimes like the Book of Moon Book of Eclipse option is not really that good. So you would go for the Zapper Shrimp instead if you want the extra advantage of the Zapper Shrimp, which is like a quick effect as well. And also it's another pop, which is like really good in this deck. Link monsters, like the Silhouette Rabbit. I explained how the Silhouette Rabbit work. It's an illusion monster, so it cannot be neither monster can be destroyed by battle. So it do come up as well. Also, there's another secret effect on this card. So if a card in a spell and trap zone is special summon to the monster zone, you can target a back row your opponent controls and pop it. So along with the Silhouette trick and the toy engine, it also triggers a Silhouette Rabbit to pop a card to your opponent, to pop a back row. So it's really, this card and the trick is just a really good engine together. Even like if you hard draw the trick, it's not really even that bad, because like it's just a negate by itself and it's a free body. So this is like insane by itself as well. It's also a dark level 4. Keep that in mind as well. So it's a level 4 monster, so you can use it for level 4 exceed play if you want to as well. One Little Knight, one Appaloosa, and one Typhon to round out the extra deck here. Appaloosa in this deck, because this deck spams so many bodies that sometimes you have excess of bodies. Before summon level you summon the Appaloosa on summon level 5 to protect your play from Nibiru. So if you open Toy Box, let's say if you open Astella and Toy Box, basically you will have the body to summon the Appaloosa and continue your play straight up. And then the Typhon for the roughly the branded matchup. Sideboard, this is based on your locals and the tournament that you're going to, but in this format, I think having drawback in the side deck is really strong. I would honestly argue that draw is mainable in this format just because of how many decks that can search, especially the Fiendsmith engine and all that stuff. Draw is a really impactful card. If the Snake Eye players start with the Fiendsmith cards, draw punish them really hard, so they can't really do much. Back row removal, nothing really much here. Triple Dark Ruler for those big combo negate board as well. Triple D Barrier for the Tenpai matchup. And last but not least, triple Skill Drain. So I want to talk about Skill Drain for a second, because in this deck, Skill Drain is absolutely broken because of the fact that these White Woods card sends Skill Drain for cost. So you play this during your opponent's turn to basically shut them out of playing, and then the White Woods card can basically just send these for cost. All of them can send these for cost to basically do an effect. And this only negates the effect, it doesn't negate the activation. So sending the Skill Drain for cost, and it's not on the field anymore. So the effect, negation doesn't go through, therefore you can play on your own turn and basically kill your opponent. So Skill Drain is just another win con of this deck. going first as well, which is really important if you want to play this deck, because I think your skill range is broken in this deck. So that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoy. Leave a like and comment down below on what you want to see for the next version of White Woods that you want to see. You want to see anything else on the upcoming channel. So thank you for watching. So John here, signing out. Peace.